What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sinister Lives 360, back at it with another Skyrim build for you guys. I actually have two I'm bringing you since they're going to be using the same mods. The first one I'm going to show you is really cool. I did some research on like leveling and what type of moves the different vampire classes use in Skyrim. And I decided to roleplay as a vampire, starting from the base regular standard vampire. I believe they're called the vampire fledgling. Starting at level 1 and working my way all the way up to level 60 to become a Night Lord vampire. That roleplay you can catch, I'll be posting that today as well. So you can catch the first episode of that. This roleplay like has a lot of mods on it. There's 12 mods total. I'm not going to go through all of them. I will post them below. And it's the same mods for both the builds I'm going to show you. So the first build I'm going to show you is the base vampire, like the vampire fledgling build, all the way up to a Nightmaster. So this is the same build setup, and you can tweak it based on however you like to play a vampire. But I thought it'd be really cool to like start from scratch. I had a lot of fun role playing this character, so definitely check that video out. I got him all the way up to level 31 doing the role play. So right now he is technically a vampire night stalker, which is like pretty alright. It's alright. You know, there's definitely stronger vampires out there, but he's a night stalker. So the abilities you start out with, or I guess I should explain this first. The way you're going to pick and choose what spells, or how I did the roleplay, was, if you see here, my vampire head, you know, that tells you use a lot. They do more damage. Apprentice conjuration. I'm not going to, technically, according to the percher, he's only learned up to apprentice conjuration. Same thing for destruction. As you can see here, even though I could technically use apprentice spells, I haven't unlocked it yet, so he's still using novice destruction spells. I'm going to show you these are just the spells that I chose. You could do something different. And again, down in the mod description, because there's so many of them, I'll explain what each mod does as I go through this. But if I forget something, it's all down in the description. So I have, of course, Bat Travel Sanctuary. That's going to come from, I believe, the mod that we get that from is Vampire Powers, not the one for PS4. So there's two. You're definitely going to need both for this, and I'll explain the difference down below. But there's Vampire Powers PS4, and there's just Vampire Powers. You're definitely going to need both, but I believe that's for Bat Travel Sanctuary. You'll get to see me use that in this video. Bats, of course, we're going to be using that. I opted out, and so normally if you're playing a vampire in Skyrim, the spells that they allow you to use when you're starting out at level 1, you can only use invisibility, raise zombie, and vampiric drain. And as you level up, you'll eventually get up to a point where you can use ice destruction magic or frost destruction magic. So you pick up, you know, ice spike, and as you level up, eventually you can learn lightning. What I did with mine is I made him, instead of using lightning, because I thought, or shock magic, I figure if I'm using ice, I might as well use blood magic to go with it. That falls in the destruction skill tree. Instead, don't use blood. So, but at the level that the spells that they have, spike, where we're swapping out like, they're 50% resistant to frost damage, 100% resistant to poison damage, 50% weakness to fire damage, and 10% unarmed damage. Alright, those are the base stats. Now, because this is Sinister's Skyrim with mods, we're gonna tweak that a little bit, obviously. But the main important thing is like our skills, because that's what's gonna matter. We got bats 1 and 2. The difference between these is in the second one, your bats feed on your foes. I'm not sure if I don't think they do it in the first one. But the first one slows down time for a couple seconds. So that's nice. You got blood bow. We are playing as I don't know if you guys saw it, we are playing as a wood elf vampire. Playable vampire race by IA92. That's another mod. Again, it'll be down in the description, and that's so you can start as a vampire. We went with wood elf because I wanted that. I want to play something a little different. You see our sneak is at 60. Light armor's looking pretty decent, and our archery and one-handed are great. You know, they're good. So we're a wood elf vampire with our blood bow. We got blood grip, blood moon blade, which actually I don't think we're going to use. We got our blood siphon, bound dagger, conjure gargoyle, demonic blood cloak, which is going to be one of his go-tos. He's going to like using that, as well as this frost sword. It's probably going to be our number one weapon. We got fury. It's not really going to put too much into illusion magic, just because I feel like at this level we don't really have to. We're pretty powerful vampire. Definitely not the strongest though. Master invisibility power, you know what I mean, we have that. Now just because it says master, I don't want you guys to think that it's actually a power. It's not an illusion spell, although I do have invisibility, but it's expert level for that. Master invisibility is 10 seconds, just makes you invisible. If it makes you feel better, you could use vampire bend light, which is something I think I might actually do for the role playing purposes. But essentially it does like kind of like the same thing. Oops, sorry babe. Turn yourself invisible. We have frostbite. Remember I said he was doing ice magic. Empty. Merlin's healing. Got meditate, which you don't really need. Ventriloquist. So this is a cool ability. I like using it, especially with like sneak characters or vampires, especially. Ventriloquist is really cool. Basically, you just set off a sound that alerts enemies at a designated point, and they'll run out to it. It's great. And it allows you to set up. You're playing as a stealth archer. Allows you to set up, some shots. We got miss dodge. We're going to use miss dodge a lot more often than we're going to use bats. We'll use bats in this RP if you're role playing this character, mainly because it combines a few of abilities we already have, that bend light or master invisibility if you want to use that. Bats, obviously, we do have swarm of bats. That is one of our destruction spells that we're going to use. Where are you? Here it is. Swarm of bats. We're definitely going to use that. I love this move. Base level, blood mages and vampiric blood mages, I should say, can use this. So we definitely have it. And quicker dodge is another one. Turns you into a mist. We got mist dodge, we got bats, but we're gonna use mist dodge and bats a lot more often. Than or mist dodge and quicker dodge a lot more often. We also have sharp senses. I usually put this on. It's a DNA you get. I believe it's strange magic. It's down in the description. Check that out. But I usually put this on like my characters or my my builds and my characters that concentrate more on physical speed. It allows you to like momentarily evade attacks, which is awesome at the cost of stamina. So that's really viable. So this is definitely something that this character is going to want to do. Sharp sense arrow, so that's going to be. And Reichling are going to be our going to do. So we have one. So we're going to unlock Doom. We're going to just until we reach Master Vampire level at level 60. Or at least till we get to Ancient Vampire. Yeah, Ancient Vampire I feel like would be good. But right now we're just a little Miss or a Night Stalker. We're not even. Yeah, we used to be a Miss Walker. That was before we became a Night Stalker. Bars. Vampire Hypnotize is just a glamour ability. It does come in handy. I don't want to spoil it, but if you want to see why, check out the roleplay video that I post. I'm gonna post up after this, and there was a few things I noticed in there, like entire towns I would go into would be massacred, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I realized, oh, it's because at first I thought it was my summons that was doing it, because I kept getting in trouble. Come to find out, it was actually other vampires that I wasn't aware of and couldn't see because it was nighttime. That would come through and wipe everything out. Normally, when the vampires attack the towns or the cities, because I'm not aligned with them, they attack me too. But because I'm aligned with them in this roleplay, apparently they didn't attack me, so I didn't know. I wasn't aware of their presence, and they would just come through and wipe out everybody, and before I knew it, I was getting attacked. So this helps when you're trying to like do a quest, or when you're getting like attacked by villagers, people you don't really want to kill or can't kill. This Vampire's Hypnotized works. We also got Vampire Seduction, which is nice, but it only works up to level 14. So there's that. We got Vampire Servant for raising dead corpses, Vampire Sight for night vision, and then some of the Witcher spells, because we definitely did pick that up. Which I actually do want to go grab the witch DNA. I'll do that in a little bit, and that'll help build this character up. Just doing different rituals, and I'll use DNAs from Strange Magics. The mod is down below in the description. I believe it's Strange Magic Forbidden Knowledge for the DNA and the perk specializations. In my role play, I just they're rituals, so really anybody can do it at any level. And they give you all types of boons and power-ups and abilities. It's really great. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what this guy can do, and then I'm gonna, or you know what, no, because I want to make sure I have enough time to show you the other build. So I'm going to show you the other build right now. Again, it's using all the same mods, so you don't have to really worry about doing a different mod setup. All the same mods. This one is an alternative to a blood mage. it combines the undead and the vampire DNAs and perks to create the Ghoul. Yeah, you got that undead glow and that resurrected Dawnguard glow going on with the eyes. Alright, so with this guy, same thing, archery, one-handed, sneak. We're not too worried about speech. Again, we definitely want the savage beast specialization for him. And with this roleplay, we're not too concerned with his where he's at in the perk tree, because he can really only use a set amount of abilities and powers anyway. We got the bound, bow, dagger, and sword. Those are going to be, as well as the frost sword, is going to be his main weapons. He's not really going to use any actual weapons, whereas our vampire fledgling to Nightmaster vampire build, he can use one-armed weapons if you want. You don't have to use the frost sword. I just think the frost sword is cool, and the vampires use frost magic, so it sort of goes the whole role play. But like I said, we're not going to worry too much about what level of magic he's using, because he's capped at a set amount of abilities anyway. Being a vampire, he did retain a significant amount of vampire abilities, mainly the powers, not so much the spells. But he also gained a lot of conjuration and necromancy undead abilities, so that's really cool. As well as we're going to be using Namira's ring, the ring of Namira, and her blessings. So that we have that, along with the undead DNA. Again, you get that from Strange Magic Forbidden Knowledge mod. When you become undead, you have to use upkeep is the price you pay. From the description, you can read the description yourself, but I believe the mod maker's goal was to create a mod for the undead that balances out with the vampire and a werewolf, being as vampires sort of have an edge in magic, werewolves have an edge in stamina and physical in melee combat, and the undead has better resistances, which is in part true. You also are weaker, like you have a lot of weaknesses, and you can't just heal using, like, look at my restoration, useless. Well, that works. Useless. Good thing I wasn't really relying on restoration to heal myself, so I can't heal myself using traditional means. Potions are, for the most part, useless. Food doesn't do anything. Let's see. So those work, but those are like mod potions. Let's see if we can get one that's supposed to heal me. Am I not there yet? Oh, well, those are all poisons. Yeah, maybe potions do work. Okay. Well, looks like potions work. But if you act like your health won't regenerate, you need Unborn. Know how bad that sounds. This is the only way to restore yourself. Otherwise, you will die. Unborn is basically these things. It's a skull and black soul gem with a soul in it. So a filled black soul gem. That's how you get these pretties. You see, I keep like, enough on me for when I'm walking around. That's what you need in order to make happen. I also picked up the Conjuration DNA, which is how I got a few of the other abilities that we're going to use in order to deal damage. Again, like I said, we have your bound weaponry, potent frostbite, we picked up, but we have mana gate, we got nightmare. We're going to use those are in your conjuration. They come with the undead. There's also well, yeah, we got black sphere, evil gate, and nightmare. We also have master invisibility, that's on here for sure. Ice spike, ventriloquist. Instead of blood magic, because they're undead, I went with the poison channel. This is probably going to be the only poison move that you can use with this, or at least that's what I'm running. There's Primal Endurance. We got quicker dodge. Primal Endurance I use for a lot of again, like stamina based. Well, I'll take Primal Endurance. I usually use that for my werewolves. If you notice, we got quicker dodge. We're not going to be using bats at all. That wasn't one of the vampiric powers we retain, but we do have. Matter of fact, I want to take that off too. We got root of power. For our spell casting, I don't think I ever really use that, so I'll take that off as well. But you're definitely going to stick with sharp senses. Soul Crush comes with, that's one of the conjuration abilities we got with the conjuration DNA. We also got these Briarheart. We have Flesh, which paralyzes all enemies. We got Heart, and that's to conjure Dragon Priest. And Skull, I'm not going to use Skull because we need skulls. Heart, Flesh, Briar Hearts, we don't really need those for anything in particular. So we're gonna use the offering, as well as the Soul Crush. I typically don't use Black Soul Crush or Grand or Greater because obvious reasons. Instead, I use Common, Lesser, and Petty. Spectral Arrow we have on here. Well, we're not actually going to use that. But yeah, we have the offerings. We got our Soul Crush. That's going to help prolong us, heal us. Don't think we need that Doom, but we're going to use Vampire Blood Trail as one of the vampire powers that you retain. As well as Vampire Hypnotize, Servant, Sight, and the Vampiric Drain. So Vampiric Drain is really going to be the only like blood ability that we use. Alright. So the Ghoul is basically a resurrected vampire. Obviously that little experiment is going to go wrong. And we're basically gonna be running around causing havoc, sneaking into places, feeding on the living with our vampiric abilities, and feeding on the dead when we come across them. Just an overall menace to Skyrim. The vampire fledgling all the way up to the Nightmaster vampire. You can sort of play that's more open than I guess the Ghoul would be. The Ghoul's kind of sort of like, you have to sort of, so like when it's daytime out, we're looking for a place to hide out until it's obviously night, so we'll run back in here. too long of a wait. Wait like 4 hours. Nice and nighttime out. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I got some more cool builds coming up for you guys. I think you guys are gonna like. What are we supposed to be doing? Oh. Anything? See, I don't think a vampire ghoul would partake in those activities. Sort of does whatever he wants. So there's something going on out here. Let's find out. First, vampire sight so we can see at night. Vampire blood trail. Don't see anything or anybody. Perfect. I'm gonna feed on them for sure. Okay. Rage. Living targets up to level 18 will attack anything nearby for 30 seconds. That's cool. We'll grab that. Staff firebolts might come in handy. Alright. Let's learn Rage real quick. I think that's pretty cool. See, I got the Elder Scrolls Vampire and Vampire 2. Conjuration DNA journal, so I know what I'm doing with it. Same with the Undead journal. All those can be checked out. Descriptions below. Yeah, Rage is better than Fury. Alright, so we're gonna have Rage. Collecting those moons. Sometimes the animation doesn't always go off. Which is fine, we know what's going down. Elven arrows? Of course. Of course. Alright. Now what we gotta do is Let's go. I believe there is a quest in Solitude. It's gonna take us to Wolf Skull Cave. So we gonna head over there. And then in a second we'll switch over, let you guys check out the Night Stalker Vampire that I have become.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
They can do whatever they want, little girl.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until you're well.
Get on with it!
See if we can get away with a couple of... It's pretty late at night. I feel like we can get away with a few murders. Set everything up right first. Stay sneaky, stay sneaky. I think don't have Vampire Seduction. Let's try Vampire Hypnotize. I think it will allow us to feed on them. Perfect. Just stuck in the... Anybody else? Feed on you too, fool. And we're out. Now, I've got a mod on here, description below, that makes it so, I believe it's the curse, I'm not sure, but it basically reverses the effects of the sun, to where not feeding makes you weaker and feeding makes you stronger. So every chance we get, we're gonna feed to boost our vampire powers, as well as I need a key for that.
Oh, what did you just do?
Oh man, I didn't want her to go into the college. I guess it works out.
Welcome to the Bard's College.
Crap.
I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you?
Nothing.
May song speed you along.
We're not trying to get into the Bard's College. Dang, I just lost a meal. I hate to see it. Perhaps we can catch one of these guards. Anyone hanging out in the cemetery? No? Ah, got one right here.
Hey, what the? Keep your damn magic to yourself.
Can I not move the body?
What now? That's it? Alright.
Got him. Alright. Crap. Surrounded, we gotta hide the body. Bring your ass. Move, girl. Got some sort of obstacle? Oh, let's get out of here before we get caught, shall we? Yeah, you're not really into speechcraft. We're definitely in. I don't look like anybody's in here. Alright, first let's identify our prey. Upstairs sleep. I'm gonna keep hypnotized just in case, but I don't think we're gonna need it. Yeah, cause they both sleep. Feed them. And then we're gonna feed on this chick too.
What was that?
Looks like we can't really do anything with her, so we're gonna hit her with this.
What the? Keep your damn magic to yourself.
Yeah, whatever. Guess we can feed on her for a grip. She won't turn us in or nothing. Alright. We'll go ahead and get on up out of here. Maybe steal a couple more things, but... Alright. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Ghoul. Basically, that's what I'm getting into. I might change up his clothes. You can wear what you guys want. If you want to put rags on him, but figure since he was a resurrected vampire, he could stay as such. Why not, right? So we're gonna switch on over to the Fledgling Vampire, or rather, my vampire, what I say he was. What did we get up to? Yep, Night Stalker. Slowly getting towards Ancient Vampire, which I think will be cool. Not like a super huge difference in like stats wise, like resistances and such, but you know, it is what it is.
Yes? What did you need?
Now, role-playing this character, our main goal is to eventually overthrow Harkin. Our like I said, our goal is to reach, rise in the ranks. From a fledgling vampire all the way up to a master vampire. So one thing I didn't get to show you guys is some of the boons that I take advantage of. Again, if you use the mods in the list down below, everything should be in these places. I use 12 different mods specifically for this this build and this roleplay. Right now we need to head around back. Make sure I'm using the right spells and such. Okay. I'm gonna use swarm bats for right now. And instead of using our sword, we're going to use Darkness Hand. Ah, Dawnguard, yes. Dead. Look at that. Oh, they picked him up. That's crazy. Look how mangled he is. My bats. If you haven't seen my my actual vampire blood mage build, check her out. She's even more vicious than this guy is. go check that one out. This is in no way, other than when I roleplay as him, he's role-playing as he's role-playing as like a student of the Blood Mage. Not necessarily anything special outside of that. Haha.
What have you got?
You were fighting?
That'll teach you. Yes? What did you need? The old water cistern. Who's there? Need something? Where'd you come from?
Originally, I was gonna roleplay as a vampire hunter, but obviously changed my mind once I realized, hey, I'm not a vampire lord. Back up, dog. So vampires don't really attack me. A significantly, like, I guess, well-known vampire. So the dogs and other vampire won't necessarily attack me. That doesn't stop me from attacking them. Again, like I said, my overall goal is to become the most powerful vampire in Skyrim, basically, with this build. So he'll kill as many as, you know, of his own kind if he has to. Nobody's off limits. Spider. Oh, decided to attack after all, huh? Fell prey to my novice blood magic. Think instead of Hand of Darkness, we're going to switch over to our, where is it? So you got all of our arrows. Where is it? H. There we go. Harkened Sword. Powerful weapon in the hands of the vampire. Allows me to absorb all stats from them. So we love that. Head down. Down into the depths.
We've made it to the courtyard. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once.
Oh, that put a dampers on thing now, don't it?
Do you know how horrible something can be when it's tended by a monster for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait.
Yo, ooh. Harvest all the ingredients I can get out of here.
Some of the crests are missing. The dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something.
From beyond the grave. Let's see, I know there's another one around here somewhere. Got the one from in here, I did. I think there's one back here. No, good. Yes, this one. Booyah.
Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those...
Just want to see something real quick. Oh shoot, I missed dodge.
I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be
Gotta
careful.
keep our eyes
I don't know what might
open
be around.
for vampire and necromancer relics dotted all across Skyrim. I believe that's one of the strange magic effects. Oh, undead.
Who's there?
Misform dodge. Get a decent position. Oops, sorry. You don't want any companions with you that will die easy. That's why I have Serana. What you got? Bats making dance. Did I kill Serana? That's impossible. Where are you, girl? Where you at, Serana? There you are. Alright, you're fine. You're good, right?
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Alright. Forgot Miss Dodge puts your weapon away, so we're just going to stick with sharp senses. Gargoyle. Use my bat and my blade. Definitely gonna need rolls of paper.
Who's there? Who's there?
Oh. Nope. This way, right? Yep. We're gonna need those. If I can find some linen wraps, I need those too. Quicker dodge. bats isn't doing enough raw damage. So we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna switch it up to we're gonna do blood siphon. Keep it nice and simple.
Where'd you come from?
You got that hit.
Where'd you come from?
I missed. Sharana.
Done and done.
Oh no.
I knew I heard something.
Oh. Mata ice magic.
Tough day
Wish
for
I had
you.
a mace. Should they work better on undead?
That'll teach you.
Man, they were not playing. Probably should use mist dodge on that because make sure I'm vulnerable, but we're here. Alright. Making our way, making our way.
Where'd you come from?